What's up, guys? Welcome back to Filipino React channel. My name is Brent,
My name is Lucille, guys.
and for today's video, guys, we are going to react to one of the suggested videos recommended by you guys.
Yes, guys.
Yes. What we're going to react to now is another sequel of the Indian Army. If you watch our previous video regarding the Hell March from the Indian Army, so one of you guys recommended that we watch what's India's ranking in terms of power when it comes to the military. So we've stumbled upon a video that you recommended to us, which is entitled "How Much Power Does India Have?" by FTD Facts. So shout out to FTD for making this video, or making this video that we're going to react to right now. So before we get started, guys, if you're new to this channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and also the notification bell so you'll be updated with our latest vlogs and reactions. And also, if you're gonna like the video, please hit that like button at the bottom of this video, guys. It really helps us out. So,
without further ado, let's get started. I regret.
love it. Love the report.
Having the second largest population in the world with a total of over 1.3 billion people, India also has the third largest military in the world in terms of active frontline personnel, behind China and the United States. But in terms of total military power, they come at number 4 on the world stage, following China, Russia, and the United States. Welcome back to another episode of FTD Facts, guys. My name is Leroy Kenton, and now we're diving into how much power does India actually have. If you missed our first episode in this series about how much power Russia has, you may want to check that out. The link to that is down below. And before we continue with this video, I just have to give a huge shout out and tons of credit to Instagram user Anindia_Singh_07. He sent me a ton of accurate information about India's military, their power, and just facts about India in general. So thank you so much. He's the official co-producer of this episode. In terms of available manpower, India has 616 million people. They have 1,325,000 active frontline personnel, as well as 2,143,000 active reserve personnel. Also, did you know that India's army is the world's largest standing voluntary army? But to support the soldiers on the floor, they gotta have amazing land systems. India has a total of 4,426 tanks. The number of armored vehicles is 6,704, as well as they have 292 multiple launch rocket systems on the ground. Now, moving up way up there into the sky, the total number of aircrafts in India's military is 2,102. Their fighters and interceptors total at 676. They got 809 fixed-wing attack aircrafts ready to strike, as well as 666 helicopters. 666. Hope that's not a sign of bad luck or anything. But in terms of attack helicopters, they have only 16. Now, coming back down into the waters now, let's talk about their navy. India's total naval strength is at 295. That includes 3 aircraft carriers, 11 destroyers, 15 submarines, 23 corvettes, 14 frigates, 139 coastal defense crafts, and their mine warfare is at 6. Now, in terms of India's finances that has to fund all of their military, well, their total defense budget stands at $53.5 billion. India currently is going through a huge military expansion, and India's defense minister says that India will need $233 billion. That's all to meet its arms and equipment requirements in 11 years. That number is calculated off of the long-term integrated perspective plan, known as the LTIPP. So yeah, India's not afraid to spend that money, and the budget just keeps on climbing. And this next fact is due to a lot of the budget that India is putting into their military. In late 2016, India had actually completed its nuclear triad by adding a strategic nuclear submarine known as the INS Arnhat into its military. India has now become one of the only countries in the world to complete the nuclear triad. Now, if you're not familiar with that term, nuclear triad basically refers to a country's ability to launch nuclear warheads from the land, from the sky, and from the sea. Now, this is very crucial to India's second strike capability, because India is dead set on on having a no first use policy when it comes to nuclear attacks. And basically, second strike capability is a country's ability to strike back with nuclear weapons when they have first been hit with a nuclear attack. Since India's independence, they have participated in several wars, including 4 major wars with Pakistan and 1 with China. And through fights like this, India has gained a ton of combat experience. India's military has experience to fight in pretty much every type of terrain that is there. Because in India, their terrain range from desert, high mountains, deltas, plateaus, valleys, tropical forests. Their combat personnel do regular training and exercises in these various types of terrain. So they know how to handle themselves if they gotta go up into the mountains, they know how to operate when it gets cold, and that gives them a great advantage when it comes to battle. Now, although India is not exactly part of any major military alliance, they do, however, have close military relationships with other major powers in the world. And those countries include Russia, Israel, Afghanistan, France, Bhutan, Bangladesh, and the United States. Now, although India's military towers in size compared to others, they do have their downfalls, and probably one of the most major flaws, and yeah, Pakistanis are gonna love this. India has focused on military force, however, they haven't centered their focus on military power, and I'll explain the difference. Basically, military force is acquiring any sort of weaponry, personnel, all of that stuff, but in terms of military power, India's defense services have very little understanding of how to use their own nuclear weapons. One thing I want to point out is that even before Narendra Modi, the current Prime Minister of India, came into power in the year 2014, there was a theme of Make in India that was being pushed through the country. Of course, now Narendra Modi's team is enforcing this, and he's hoping that by the year 2020, 70% of India's military weapons will be made in-house. Now, this is because a massive portion of Indian military weapons are not actually made in India. It's kind of ironic because I thought everything was made in India or China. So yeah, that's a big thing. India imports a lot of their weapons from other major countries. So they do lack that central core of military power, because if anything happens and they gotta cut ties with some of these countries that imports weapons, India will be left hanging. There's also been several attacks on Indian military bases in the past several years that should have really been avoided, or at least minimized. But these downfalls happen because of the chain of command, as well as how intelligence inputs were responded to. But in order to improve these holes in India's defense, there are some long-term plans that have been established, including smart fencing for military installations, better equipment for their forces, as well as developing a specialized force to defend their bases.
Right there.
Now, as the country of India continues to grow in population dramatically every single year, billions of dollars are continually spent on military expansion, as well as India's initiatives to have their weapons made in-house. But in the long term, it will serve as a benefit for the country, although they will have to spend more on their own technology and developments. But India doesn't look like they're scared to spend money when it comes to military expansion. So really, who knows how big they'll grow in the next 10, 20 years. That concludes this episode on India's military power. And don't miss our first episode on Russia's military power. A lot of you guys loved that one, so also let me know down below what other country do you want us to document their military power. And we'll definitely work on a video as soon as possible. I wish we had billions of dollars in the FTD Facts budget. We'll be producing so many videos. Well, since we are talking about budget, we have set up a Patreon page where you can support us. Yeah, these videos take a lot of time and research, as well as, because of our subject matter, a lot of times YouTube takes away monetization. So we're pretty much making a lot of these videos for free. That's why we ask for your help through our Patreon page, and anyone that becomes a patron is going to receive reward. Full rewards that you'll receive are on our Patreon page. The link to that is down below. Thanks for watching, guys, and thanks for all your support. We'll see you in another video.
That was so...
Alright guys, so that was How Much Power Does India Actually Have? Video by FTT Facts.
So, though India have one of the strongest military, but India never attack anything, any country unless
provoked.
Yeah.
Which should be one of the most basic logics out there to prevent a war, right? Like if you're not being bullied, you're not being harassed or anything, don't attack, man. Don't be like North Korea.
Yeah.
Like that idiot.
Yeah. The video is way old, and I think now they have more new weapons. Most of them made in India.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Because one of our because one of our viewers what do you call it? Commented that one of weapons brought in the Philippines.
Came from India.
Yeah.
Ah, I see.
So wow, that was so.
That's interesting to know. I mean, he pointed out that India has never had this core or this factory or this weapon making machine that they have from them. And yeah, I mean, how long was that video?
7 minutes.
What? 7 months?
7 minutes.
No. I mean the video.
I
When
did
was,
la.
when was that made?
I forgot
Hold on.
how.
Yeah. So yeah, we just did a little bit of checking. It
Yeah.
was 3 years ago.
It was 3 years
So
ago.
yeah, think about it. If you think about it right now, I mean, how much could have they done in the past 3 years? You know.
Yeah.
So if one of our viewers out there commented that one of our primary one of our weapons was made in India, then I guess they actually made that into fruition.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is awesome.
That was so
I mean,
awesome.
think about it. They're ranked fourth in power, only from China, Russia,
China, Russia, and USA.
U.S. and then India.
India.
Are you
Wow,
kidding me?
that was so.
Interesting to know. I mean,
That
that's
was so
interesting.
powerful weapon.
And yeah, we mentioned earlier about the Pakistani wars
Oh,
with India. Yeah, they
but
always
now
have
they.
I'm not so sure. They're still as of now, it's still somewhat peaceful.
Okay.
From what I've seen last in the news, there's some scuffles here and there, but nothing really major as of the moment. Hope it stays that way. Hope nothing else breaks down.
Yeah.
Come on, man. We're on 2020. If that happens, though, like, I wouldn't be so shocked.
Yeah.
The way 2020 is going, man. Like, I think the COVID-19 is just a prelude of what's about to happen. You know the memes. That was in January to February before this pandemic broke out. Yeah, I think this is just a prelude. I hope not. Seriously. But anyways, guys, that was our video, guys. If you liked our video and reaction, please do leave us a like. And also, again, if you're new to this channel and you went through the whole video, please do yourself a favor. Hit that subscribe button.
Yeah.
You'll be really helping yourself out and us as well. And any final words?
Thank you so much, guys.
Yes, thank you so much.
See you next vlog, reaction vlog.
See you in a bit, guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye.